Hello everybody, quick recap here on this war with Beast Mode. It was Beast Mode versus PowerCoC and I was happy to be part of this war. Very strong war here from Beast Mode. 113 stars to 109, really strong war with 5 10v10s I believe. Very efficient on the 10v11. I think there were a couple of fresh hits. There's a separate video on 2 of these 10v11 hits that I will that you can see. I think I will put up a link or something. And a couple of very good, I mean a lot of good 9v9s, and you see here what everyone has been doing at the Beast Mode squad. So lots of 6-packs, fresh hit 6-packs by the Town Hall 9s, and so we were able to have like 12 or 13 scouts, also because of the early the early hits on the 10v11s, which were successful. So I think the focus here is on the 10v10s. There were some amazing attacks with hawks, with loons, with dragons, and really showing off the skill that is within Beast Mode, who have been building up since leaving CWL during Season 2, and I think they are ready to attack. So here's Kirb. Kirb being by now a very long-term member of Beast Mode. I guess it must be like over a year by now, or about a year. Also probably someone who came from Kornfeld, I'm not quite sure. Basically he is doing an attack with P.E.K.K.A. and Valks. He has 6 healers, some sort of a Queen Walk P.E.K.K.A. Valk attack. Someone could tell me what this attack is called. I'm not so familiar with TH9 attacks since going to TH10 about 1.5 years ago. But here he comes, has some bowlers of course in the CC, and Valks are ripping through the base, no jumps needed, as Valks under rage tear through walls like it was butter. And half of the base has been taken out by now, and the squad is still up pretty much. Valks and P.E.K.K.A. are up. Queen survives. He uses the ability now, and then healers are healing her back up to full life. I think she's surviving this raid, not sure. She does. The queen survives. Lots of Valks, clean up baby dragon on the way. Lots of whizzies, so absolutely no chance for this base to survive. UG evolved. Good try, but base didn't quite hold up. Kirb with the amazing 3-star here. We show one more 3-star, which was a Lalun attack, which I really liked. The pathing was just absolute sugar, absolute sweet. And so GhostTown, aka I think Elias, I might be wrong, with this really nice triple on the number 25 Die Hard. So he has 24 loons and 2 lava hounds, potentially a 3rd lava hound in the CC, I think so. Basically suicide heroes here for the queen and the CC. Baby drag and wizard to funnel, doing a good job. And then really nice work here on the loons, figuring out what the pathing would be like, taking out 2 defenses and luring the CC at the same time. King is already down to basically lure the entire CC up north to 12 o'clock. Queen in from behind to help King with killing the CC and the poison, obviously, very helpful, but the poison was either too far out or too early, and one witch did not really go down with the poison, so it survives, but queen with the ability is able to take out defenses, and the queen in the end, just before she dies, so well done on that. I mean, pretty good timing or understanding of the strength of the heroes, what they could do. She even gets them the wizard tower, which is amazing. But then check out this pathing. 3 lava hounds go in, targeted loons from all sides, so basically 90 degrees, and they all converge here on the AD, air defense, and then on to the next X-bow and air defense, and now they split, but basically enough loons to take out whatever is important to be taken out. So AD, archer towers, pretty much a swag heal at this point, and he also has a haste spell in the back. So this was an excellent attack. I believe it was a fresh hit, as most TH9 hits were fresh hits. It must have been because the Troll Tesla was obviously not known, and then the swag haste here at the very end. Finish of a beautiful attack by GhostTown. Moves us straight towards the 10v10 action of this recap. As this is loading, I think we have Yunus from Beast Mode with the first attack on the number 20. Let's see. Number 20. Humbini sauce. Humbini sauce being, I believe, the lowest Town Hall 10. Probably, what is this? Oh, a tier 2? Or is it a tier 3? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is a tier 2. So really the lowest of Town Hall 10 that you can possibly find in a high-level clan war. Tier 2 is a 92k weight Town Hall 10. Something that you probably achieve after, in my case, 6 months, or in other cases after 2 months. I don't know. Basically, it's a queen charge into the compartment with the X-bow, which allows the queen to have access to all the sweepers, the AD, and then with a jump also to the Inferno Tower. But the king here having two purposes, one funneling the queen and the other one distracting defenses so that a few wizards behind the king could take out the AD. So that's excellent use of the king in this suicide type of attack, or king suicide. The queen is of course doing a queen charge here. Poison for the pops of the lava hound, so that's been taken care of. And there's the jump, allowing the queen to have access to the inferno, which this amazing base builder has tried to prevent by having these mini compartments there. These minions, I believe, were there to make the Tesla pop, and therefore luring or attracting the queen closer to the inferno so that she would take it out first as she takes the jump. And here you go, early haste spells to not having to bother with placing haste spells as you are busy deploying your loons. So that's a good idea. Haste spells at maxed level stay active for a long enough time for your loons to pass through them. And then a good rage here for this big group of loons that have made their way through the base to reach the Inferno Tower, which goes down in a second. And then there's not much left, and actually nothing is left here at the end. And about 15 or 20 loons are helping to clean up this base in no time. So absolutely incredible attack here by Yunus on Humbinisos, which we do congratulate for his maxed walls. Very impressive base. Next attack, I think we're missing one attack by Yunus, so shout out to him. He did a 6-pack 10v10, but time is limited and attention spans are very short nowadays. And so we move on to b3, an account played by, I think, Kevin, the co-leader at Beast Mode, so Kev. And I love the witch. I love the witch who, you know, totally unharmed from defenses can take out the king all on her own. This is incredible value for the 12 troop space that a witch takes on. In the meantime, Suicide King allows the queen to move into this high DPS area where she can where he can use the ability and take out some important defenses while the king is still alive and helping to clean up. And now the miners can be deployed. Sends them in 2 waves. The first wave now approaching the defenses, and the second wave of miners coming in from behind as the wizard tower cannot do any more damage to them. So they come in at full health. Heal spell here at the area of the high damage and the CC expo, etc. And the rage on top of that, and then another heal spell for this fairly big group further up at 12 o'clock. And so now they can all pretty much in one line go through this base. The center was already softened up by an earthquake spell, and so another heal in the bag for potentially the area around the wizard towers. I think that would make sense. Here you go, final heal spell, and then some cheeky loons coming in from the backside, taking out, I think, the wizard tower, potentially another defensive structure that I have now missed. But yeah, not too much left here, and a really big group of miners are alive to work through some of these trash buildings to then converge onto the wizard tower and at the end the inferno tower. So I think the deployment of the miners in 2 waves made a lot of sense in this base, and it's definitely something one should follow in future clan wars. There's a big giant bomb, but no problem, enough miners survive. And then here, in the end, if you have 4 or 5 miners surviving, reaching an inferno tower, the inferno tower will go down, no problem. Coming to the next 10v10 attack. Moving up to Anchorman, number 17, here attacked by Sko. Someone needs to tell me who is playing Sko, because I haven't been spending enough time at Beast Mode to know everybody and who is playing which account. But I do know that there's a lot of players who play a couple of accounts or more, playing like a TH9 and a TH10, which is absolutely fine and fair play, but it does make a lot of sense because you're able to scout for yourself, not having to rely on someone else to follow your attack plan. So you can just do that yourself. And yeah, so here you go. Sko is coming in. He has funneled with a baby dragon and then ensures that the queen can move from the 3 o'clock corner towards 12 o'clock, I believe, and then at some point break her in to get her access to enemy queen and potentially the inferno tower. There goes a test wall breaker. There goes another test wall breaker, which actually lures the CC. Not a bad idea doing that with wall breakers at this particular base and similarly designed bases. A poison here for those barbs, and maybe there was a wizard, I'm not quite sure. One of his wizards comes in from behind to support the queen. Another poison goes down for the pops, ensuring that she will be fine and won't have to use the ability just yet. Ability should be then needed later on, although the enemy queen is already down, which is quite nice. I think the king actually took care of her. So queen takes care of the AD and then moves up towards Clan Castle and top Inferno. In the meantime, miners underage can take care of the bottom inferno. Also have to work through lots of high HP buildings plus the king. And there goes the heal spell for those miners in the core, big group of miners in the core.